Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Today, I'd like to discuss my biggest percentage gain I've seen so far in the stock market. Now, it's nothing significant in terms of dollar amount, unfortunately, but as far as a percentage gain is concerned, this is definitely my highest percentage gain. Not by too much, but this is my highest confirmed percentage gain. I have things close around, hovering around the same in terms of percentage gain, with a lot more dollar gain, but I have yet to sell those positions because they're companies I certainly like. As you see right here, yes, it's a pharmaceutical company, and previously I mentioned always look for earnings on those pharmaceutical companies, right? Um, there's a reason why I typically don't play the pharmaceutical company game. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's extremely risky, and you can lose a lot of money that way. But you also could make a lot of money that way. So it entirely depends. I was fortunate enough to make money off Catalyst Pharmaceuticals here. Catalyst, obviously, they've currently sitting around $6.29 per share. I'll go quickly into my what I did here in terms of trade wise. We're gonna go look what happened. So you're gonna be able to see I didn't necessarily go all in because I was afraid. I was afraid of losing any money. Stupid decision. So I started off last year picking up. In November, I picked up 5 shares valued at $2.93 a share. Which, to me, I was like, hey, that's a good looking price. We'll go into the chart there later, and I can describe what I was thinking at those times. Then in November 30th, a couple days later, put some more capital in, because it went down, obviously, and I wanted it to dollar cost average down. I bought 15 shares at $2.49 a share. It kept going down, so starting December, I bought 5 more shares at $2.25 a share. And here's where we get into the money. So April 3rd, I did a market sell of 20 of those shares at $5.35 a share. So I essentially doubled my money there alone, what I put in. If you look at it, it's a little bit less than double, but it's also... I didn't sell 5 of my extra shares, so you'll see I sold 20 shares there, $5.35, $107 value there. Lovely, I love that. Then on May 1st, I sold another share. Why one? I don't know. I wanted to keep shares just in case anything happened, which it did. But anyways, I sold another share at $5.75. Then finally here in August this year, I sold my last 4 remaining shares at $5.87 on a big earnings pop. Here comes the sneeze. I find that unfortunate. So that's showing you there. I more than doubled my money here on this position, which is fantastic. Obviously, you can't expect just to double your money within a year's period. Pretty lucky if you ask me. So overall, this is definitely my biggest confirmed percentage gain. I have messed around with options before, similar percentage gains, but nothing that I'm too proud of, I'll tell you that. So I don't want to talk about options really. I want to talk about stocks. We're going to go into this chart here. I'll go with the 1-year graph, and you can get kind of an... I'll go with the 5-year. Kind of a perspective of what I was thinking here. So let's go back to my initial purchase back in November of last year. It's a stock that got beat down from around $3.70 to around the $4 range. Got beat down to around the $2.90 range, and that's when I thought, well, it's obviously a shaky chart, but it's a pharmaceutical company, and I was kind of I don't want to say gambling type, but a little bit of gambling. because it was gambling. And obviously I got burned initially, shot down to under $2 even. We'll go back to the $1 1 year chart here. So December I picked up more, and it kept going down, and I was like, crap, what am I gonna do? Then it's a miracle. We're going up, and you know me, I decide to sell out here a few shares. I sold a few shares around the $5.30 range, as you saw, and it kept going up. And thank goodness I sold, because one earnings report with some bad news and absolutely plummeted. Plummeted right back down to $3, $2 range, around the 280 range. I didn't pick up any more shares, which obviously at this point I realize is stupid. Made a mistake here, but it's a company I didn't know a whole lot about, so I probably shouldn't have been investing anyway. So that's why I didn't put any more money in. I've gotten smarter throughout my time investing, so I should have picked up more. Obviously, we're down to 270, but obviously from there we kept going up, and then finally, off of previous earnings, the most previous earnings, we saw an increase to around 580 in one day. We had a big old pop due to an earnings in post market. So I sold in post market. I'm normally not the kind of guy that trades outside of normal trading hours, but I felt like this was not necessarily going to hold up, and it didn't the next day. So it shot up to 580 around there. Then the next day it was all the way back down to $5, and it hovered around there for a while. As you can see, it kind of just hovered around there for a little bit. When I sold out back in August here, it just kept hovering around $5. So, but this past month has been quite good for the stock. I've been keeping up on news. I haven't really noticed anything super significant, so I don't know what's still pushing it up. It's a stock I'm scared about at this point. I personally would not put any money in there because I have no guarantee. So with these pharmaceutical companies, usually it's approval of a drug that gets them a lot of people investing in them, and that's what raises the stock price. This one, I don't know. I haven't had any significant news regarding any of their products. So think about if one thing they're testing gets denied, this could shoot down pretty significantly. That's the issue with pharmaceutical companies. That's why I normally stay away. But I just wanted to share this. It's my biggest confirmed percentage gain that I got. So I doubled my money in this position. Nothing significant. It's the equivalent of, like, I gained $70 maybe, $70, $80. Whoop-de-doo. Not a huge deal, but overall, I'm gonna take that in the end of the day. So money's money. I'm gonna take a winning trade over a losing trade. So not a day trader. I'm not a guy who wants to trade stocks that often, but when I do, I'm gonna look to make some money. So I'll sell out when I believe I have to, and I believe I had to sell out of this. Turns out it was the wrong decision, but I still confirmed a very nice gain here. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So if you want to go more into dollar gains, I can go into that later. But I just wanted to share my biggest percentage gain with you guys. Just so you know, being transparent. Obviously, you can see here, I do use the Robinhood platform. It's one of the platforms I use, so obviously go ahead and hit up my free stock link, my referral link if you're interested in joining. I think Robinhood is a fantastic app to start investing with. So I believe if you're not investing yet, and you're old enough, you should definitely start investing. It's a great way to set yourself off for the future, and I think you need to certainly take a look at investing at any point. So as we cross into post-market, I'm going to go ahead and see you guys later. I'll enjoy this post-market. I hope you do too.